Now, as we get into tasting, since small batch bourbon was brought to us by Mr. Booker No, our 6th generation master distiller, he did a little something called the Kentucky Chew. And this is something that he taught his son, Fred, our 7th generation master distiller and current master distiller. And Fred has taught all of us, and so we like sharing it with our old friends and new friends alike. And so the Kentucky Chew looks a little silly, but I'll tell you, I think it makes a lot of sense, and this is why. But first, you need to follow along with me, and then I'll tell you why I think this makes a lot of sense. Okay, so first you want to take that, look at the color of the whiskey. I like to call this a dark straw, dark hay, kind of a golden raisin hue. You always want to see some nice clarity in the whiskey, especially if it's chill filtered. And then you want to nose the whiskey as we did, right? You can see if you wanted to do the whole thing, I know that a lot of folks probably here are onophile, so they swirl the wine in the glass. You can do that with the whiskey too, and you can see that it does have legs, but because it's from Kentucky, those are thoroughbred legs, yeah? And so once we've done that, we've taken the aroma, as we already have, and then we're gonna take a taste. And at 80 proof, this is a very easily drinkable whiskey. What I'd like for you to do is aim it towards the middle of your tongue, hold it on there for a couple of beats, and afterwards we're gonna do what we call the Kentucky Chew. The Kentucky Chew is moving it around your mouth, getting it on your palate, your hard palate, soft palate, your gums, tongue, everywhere. And then when we swallow it, we're gonna smack on it. So here's what the Kentucky Chew looks like, brought to you by Booker No and preached by his apostles. That is a good drink of whiskey. What I like about doing the Kentucky Chew, and if you've followed along, you'll be experiencing exactly what I'm talking about. By chewing on the whiskey, you coat your palate. What does this do for you? This gets you the flavor of the whiskey. This really optimizes your exposure to every bit of flavor that this bourbon is going to offer you. And then when you smack your lips, you're bringing air across your tongue. That aeration leads to taste bud activation. And that activation, kind of where you feel like that tingle is going to help you appreciate the finish. So is it a quick, clean finish? Is it a long, mouth-watering finish? Is it spicy? Is it sweet? For me, I would say this is like a nice medium clean finish with a little bit of spice towards the end. And just a little hint of sweetness that kind of comes up in the back of my tongue.